This is the presentation for the Move New Haven Bus Rapid Transit BRT project. This is a recorded version of the presentation given on January 28th at 6 p.m. in the New Haven Hall of Records. As part of that meeting, this presentation was provided along with an open house of boards and plans. All materials from that meeting are available on our project website. This presentation serves as a public information meeting and the CPA scoping meeting. Today, we'll share project information, describe the process, and invite your written comments and questions. Before we jump in, we want to be clear that everyone has a right to participate, provide comments, ask questions, and be engaged. No person shall be excluded from project participation or discriminated against on the basis of race, color, or national origin. For more information on Title VI rights, surveys, or to file a complaint, please refer to the links and contacts provided in the presentation or visit the link on the screen. Closed captioning and non-English translations are available on our YouTube channel. For additional information regarding the department's policies, you can reach out to the CTDOT Title VI coordinator at 860-594-2169 or deborah.goss@ct.gov. If you have any concerns or complaints, you can complete the form at the link on the screen. This information is also provided in Spanish. Our project team for the Move New Haven BRT project includes a lot of partners. This project is led by the Connecticut Department of Transportation. Adam Fox is the project leader, and Kevin Fleming is the representative from the Office of Environmental Planning. We are working closely with Barry Diggs, CT Transit's Director of Rapid Transit and Zero Emission Program, and our project partners, the City of New Haven, the Town of Hamden, and the City of West Haven. Our team also includes a design consultant team led by VHB and supported by Arcadis. Here's our agenda for this presentation. Overview of the CPA/scoping process. Project overview. Public comment period. Project next steps. The main purposes of today's meeting are to present information about the proposed Bus Rapid Transit BRT project in New Haven, explain the CPA scoping process, and solicit your written comments and questions. All input from the public will be addressed in a post-scoping notice, which we plan to publish in the spring in the Environmental Monitor. CPA stands for the Connecticut Environmental Policy Act. Its core purposes are to identify and assess potential environmental impacts of state actions and evaluate alternatives to minimize those impacts. Public involvement is a key part of CPA, especially for projects that could significantly affect environmental, social, or economic resources. When reviewing projects under CPA, we consider impacts in three categories: physical, air quality, noise, traffic, utilities, stormwater, waste, aesthetics, cultural resources, and energy use; natural, erosion, surface/groundwater, floodplains, wetlands, fisheries, plants, wildlife, and climate resilience; socioeconomic, land use, planning, public health/safety, recreation, and conservation/development plans. This comprehensive review ensures that we address a broad range of potential impacts. CPA scoping is the process of gathering and analyzing information to determine the breadth of environmental review needed for a proposed state project. This includes publishing a notice, holding a public comment period, minimum of 30 days, and identifying concerns or alternatives. A public scoping meeting like this presentation and the meeting on January 28th helps determine whether a full environmental impact evaluation, EIE, is required. The CPA process follows these steps. 1. Identify the state action. In this case, the BRT project. 2. Early project scoping, minimum 30 days. 3. Public scoping meeting, held on January 28th. 4. Public and agency review and comment. For our project, the comment period is open January 28th through March 5th. 5. CTDOT reviews comments and considers potential impacts. 6. Determine if an EIE is needed. 7. Publish determination and responses in the Environmental Monitor. You can follow project notices at the Environmental Monitor website. The post-scoping notice that will include responses for this project will also be linked in the project website in the spring. Now, let's move on to the overview of the Move New Haven BRT project. Within this presentation, we'll discuss the project's origins, its purpose and need, and what we hope to accomplish within the project scope. The 2019 Move New Haven study recommended establishing BRT service to improve service for 4 key routes, 212, 238, 243, and 265, that carry nearly half the system's ridership. The project aims to reduce travel times and improve safety along these corridors. CTDOT and the City of New Haven secured a $25 million Federal Transit Administration grant for the design and construction of the BRT service, including associated safety improvements. Our goals for this project are to deliver faster travel times on the highest ridership routes, improve customer experience and comfort, support job creation and new development in the corridors, improve bus schedule reliability, enhance corridor pedestrian safety and accessibility, improve the state of good repair and environmental outcomes. These goals will guide both design and implementation. We're currently in the concept development phase. After completing the Move New Haven study in 2019, we've held workshops, identified key corridors, and are now seeking public input on the initial concepts. After collecting and addressing comments, we'll move into design and environmental review, with additional rounds of public engagement before beginning construction and opening the BRT service. Currently, our estimated total project capital cost is approximately $300 million. Our goal is to begin construction in 2028 and have BRT service operating in 2030. Key components of the BRT project include bus corridor treatments, like dedicated bus lanes and queue jumps, transit signal priority and signal equipment upgrades, BRT-branded stops with enhanced amenities, pedestrian accessibility and multimodal safety infrastructure, mobility hubs at key locations. Each of these elements is designed to improve efficiency, safety, and the rider experience along BRT corridors. 3 new BRT routes are proposed that will extend from Hamden Plaza on Dixwell Avenue to Union Station, Southern Connecticut State University to Foxen Boulevard, and West Haven Station to the New Haven Green. Existing routes, 212, 238, 243, and 265 will remain, though their schedules, especially where BRT service is planned, are still being developed. All BRT routes will stop at the New Haven Green, connecting with existing local routes. Dedicated bus lanes have been identified in areas where buses are experiencing the worst on-time performance and higher traffic congestion. These are proposed on segments of Dixwell Avenue, southbound only, Whaley Avenue, eastbound only, Elm Street and Church Street downtown, and Boston Post Road. Dedicated bus lanes are reserved for CT transit buses and, when necessary, emergency vehicles like ambulances, fire trucks, and police vehicles. General vehicles are not permitted, and enforcement of parking and traffic rules in these lanes is anticipated as the project advances. 2 examples of dedicated lanes are shown here. On Whaley Avenue, the dedicated lane is inbound only, targeting the most congested direction and preserving most on-street parking for the businesses in these neighborhoods. On Elm Street in downtown New Haven, there will be 2 dedicated bus lanes, one eastbound for local buses to pick up and drop off at the New Haven Green, and a westbound contraflow dedicated bus lane to enhance local bus operations and BRT service through the downtown area. Elm Street will remain one-way eastbound for general-purpose traffic, with bus operations being optimized for safety and facilitating bus transfers. Transit Signal Priority, TSP, allows buses to communicate with traffic signals, reducing how much time they wait at red lights when buses are behind schedule. This improves reliability and consistent travel times for riders. TSP is only used to help buses catch up, not to get ahead of schedule. Combined with dedicated lanes, TSP will make BRT faster and more reliable. TSP technology works through buses communicating with a signal when it is approaching. If the signal is red, the technology will look to turn the light green sooner for the behind-schedule bus. If it is already green, it will stay green for longer to allow the behind-schedule bus to get through. In this way, BRT services can be more reliable for riders. BRT stops will offer more amenities than standard bus stops. Potential amenities could include larger shelters, seating, real-time information signage, branded signage and information, improved accessibility, lighting, easy transfers to local routes, and bike and micromobility parking. Shelter size and features will depend on demand and available space at each stop. Mobility hubs will be larger facilities at the ends of each BRT route, featuring BRT shelters and transfer points to local bus service, real-time information signage, operator amenities, accessible connections to sidewalks, additional bus layover/turnaround space, and potential charging for battery electric buses. These hubs help support efficient operations and opportunities for transferring to other local bus routes. To improve the traffic operations and safety at several corridor intersections, roundabouts are proposed at several intersections including Broadway/Dixwell Avenue/Whaley Avenue, Dixwell Avenue/Putnam Avenue/Helen Street/Circular Avenue, Dixwell Avenue/Munson Street/Orchard Street, Grand Avenue/Ferry Street, part of the city's grander Grand Avenue project. These changes are intended to help support both safety and traffic flow at these complex intersections that currently experience increased delays and non-traditional signal configurations. In support of one of the project goals, pedestrian safety enhancements are included throughout the project area. This includes raised intersections and crosswalks for easier, safer crossings and slower vehicle speeds, rectangular rapid flashing beacons, RRFBs, for visibility at unsignalized crossings, curb extensions to improve pedestrian visibility and reduce crossing distances. These measures will collectively make corridors safer and more accessible for all travel modes. This project is still in conceptual development. As the design team works through the project, the following impacts are anticipated. Generally, roadway work will occur within the existing right-of-way except at constrained intersections and corridor segments. Some on-street parking will be relocated, reallocated, removed, or added throughout the project area. Bike lane additions and removals at various locations throughout the project area. Safety improvements, raised intersections, new curb bump outs for pedestrians. Signal timing and phasing improvements, new turn lanes, and updated pedestrian phasing. Street/intersection orientation reconfiguration at select locations throughout project area, including several roundabouts. Bus stop consolidation and relocation at select locations. Driveway closures and/or relocation for safety improvements. As the project progresses, we will refine and update project impacts. Please submit any questions or comments you may have. All questions submitted via the QR code shown here will be documented and answered in the post-scoping notice and environmental monitor. Your input is crucial to refining the project and addressing community concerns. For more information, you can visit our project webpage, shown on the screen. You can email the project leader Adam Fox at adam.fox@ct.gov or reach him at 860-594-2020. Please note, move New Haven BRT in the subject line. If you want to ask questions in person, please attend one of our upcoming meetings. February 11th, 6 to 8 p.m. at Wilson Branch Library to discuss the Hill Neighborhood, Congress Avenue, and Union Station. February 11th, 6 to 8 p.m. at Stetson Branch Library to discuss the New Hallville Neighborhood and Dixwell Avenue. February 12th, 12 to 2 p.m. at the New Haven Green to discuss the overall project. February 12th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Fairhaven School to discuss the Fairhaven Neighborhood and Grand Avenue. February 12th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Mitchell Branch Library to discuss the Westville Neighborhood, Whaley Avenue, and SCSU Connection. February 18th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the African American Society in Hamden to discuss the Hamden area. February 19th, 6 to 8 p.m. at West Haven City Hall to discuss the West Haven area. Our team will be hosting multiple meetings to discuss this project throughout the comment period. Please leave a comment using the link and QR code, or visit one of our upcoming meetings. Comments will be accepted through March 5th, 2026. Use the project website or QR code to submit feedback. After the comment period, we'll review and respond to all input in the post-scoping notice that will be published in the Environmental Monitor. The team will refine the concept design and proceed into further design and environmental review. Stay informed through our project webpage. This concludes our online presentation. Please visit the project website to view all project materials or use the QR code to leave a formal comment or question. Our post-scoping notice is anticipated to be published in the spring. Thank you for your participation and engagement.